Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get right onto it. Before we get started, everything I say in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you need a financial advisor, seek professional financial help because I'm not the guy. I'm here for entertainment purposes only. All right, let's get right on to it. Anyways, we got Bitcoin at 117,000. Um, tomorrow's the big day. We're going to see if they're going to cut those rates. We definitely need that rate cut because it looked like the job report is not looking that great. Those numbers. So at least give us the rate cut. We've been waiting over a year. I was just talking, to one of my subscribers. We go to the same gym. We was like, yeah, if we don't get the rate cut tomorrow, then obviously, everything is rigged. It's definitely rigged if we don't get it, but we definitely need that rate cut at least, you know, to give us, some type of, relief. People who's investing, whether you're in stocks, crypto, forex, or whatever. But anyways, let's get right on to it. But yeah, let me see here. We got XRP at 302. Got Solana at 236. Solana's starting to climb back up. The market took a dip over the last few days, but now it looked like the market is trying to recover again. Here we have Bitcoin at 117. It's up over 4.68% for the 7 day. Now let's take a look at we got the fear and greed at 51, and right now the cryptocurrency market, it looked like the whole market looked like somewhat consolidated. We're at a we're at 4 trillion market cap, for the whole cryptocurrency market, including Bitcoin. So when you think about it, this is still the beginning, man. In fact, we're just at a 4 trillion market cap. So the institutions and everything is slowly, getting back in. You know, I'll say, well, excuse me, I mean slowly getting in. Over the past couple of years, everything is setting into place. We had the Genius Act, the Clarity Act, and all that, all the ETFs, XRP ETF, Ethereum ETF, Bitcoin ETF. So we're going to see how everything plays out because we know that the big institutions has been getting in the blockchain. They've been investing this whole time, and then on top of that, we got the Nasdaq is pretty soon is going to be trading tokenized securities. So yeah, the Nasdaq is going to be trading tokenized securities. So we know what's getting ready to happen. They already said Bitcoin is projected to get up to 200K, by sometime in 2026, up to 200K. But anyways, let's see here. We got wanted to do an update on XR and how talk about how XR is going to play a role in this whole global financial system. In my last video, I talked about the Hyperledger and how that Hyperledger technology, how they're going to be utilizing that with DeFi, with Hyperledger. But I'm not going to go into all the technicals. But if you want to see that video, definitely go check out that video. I did that video like last week. I think it was several days ago. I did the video when I talked about how Sora, how they're using the Hyperledger technology moving forward. So if you missed that video, definitely go check it out. It's on. I did it like like I said, it was a few days ago when I dropped that video on the Hyperledger. But anyways, Sora, these guys are definitely building behind the scenes, and I talked about it before how the actual project doesn't really correlate with the tokenomics and the price. Obviously, I admit it. Hey, it looks horrible, but hey, we got a pump today. That's a good thing. I've been buying the dips. Me personally, I'm at 20 satillion or cotillion, satillion or cotillion coins, whatever they call it. I'm at 20 now, so I've been just stacking my chips with this project because I definitely believe we're going to lose about you know b- between 4 to 5 zeros in by 2026 or sometime in 26. We could definitely lose about, I'll give it 3 to 5 zeros, and a lot of us is going to be in some life changing gains. The fact that we despite all the FUD and everything, and we held through. Obviously, the liquidity is slowly coming back up as the price goes up and the market cap. We're at 123K market cap now, just over 3,200 liquidity. Obviously, that's not enough liquidity, right? Obviously, we need to get thousands, hundreds of thousands of more dollars in liquidity back into this thing. We need to at least, I'll say we need to at least get about 100K, 100,000 in liquidity back in here. But I believe it's going to happen over time as the tokenomics start to be deflationary and start losing these zeros, because we definitely at 17 zeros, boy, we definitely got a long way to go. You look at that market cap, 120K right now, and we got a little boost today. We're up about look like about 43%. CoinGecko is showing we're up about, let me see here, take a look at the last 24 hours. CoinGecko is showing we're up over 38%. And we're at, how many holders we're at now? We're at 25,000 holders. So yeah, there's a lot of people holding XR. I believe, like I said, this is going to be a long drawn out process. They're building, I believe they're still working on V3, the Sora V3 or version 3. So they're definitely working behind the scenes. And like I said, I dropped a video the other day, last week, about the Hyperledger and how they're using that technology. And Hyperledger is definitely a game changer for combining that with DeFi. So yeah, so that's what's going on with XR. Like I said, this is literally the beginning, and I'm just gonna keep DCAing in and buying the dips. That's all I'm gonna keep doing, and see what really happens with this project in 2026. And like I said, before, what's that? They already got two countries in testnet. That's the Solomon Islands and Cambodia. Because I know Cambodia, they use their currency and they use the U.S. dollar, but they're going to be using their digital current. Well, their whatever their money is called or whatever. They're going to be through the central bank. They're going to be doing the CBDC, and that's going to be on a Sora network. Well, they're already doing it for Cambodia. Like I said, Cambodia and Solomon Islands. They got it. They got that in testnet. And think about Sora XOR. This project is like no other. There's no other DeFi global um, project that's doing this, where we're a developing country, they want to be part of the global financial system and not get left behind, especially like a developing country, a country that's or whatever they want to call them, a so-called third world or whatever. They want to have a level playing field, and that's what Sora is doing. And Sora also represents freedom and everything. So yeah, I like the idea, what their goal is, their roadmap. So we're gonna see how this roadmap plays out over the next you know 6 months to a year, or sometime in 2026 is going to be here in no time. And we know in Europe, the euro, they're going to be coming out with a digital euro. And if Sora was able to get that on their network, their digital euro, that's going to be big. I think that's going to be one of the main things they're going to work on. If Europe, they come out with some type of digital euro through the CBDC, through the central bank, and then Sora is able to get that on their network. And like I said before, they're what I forgot I was gonna say. Hold on, just 1 second. Oh yeah, and Sora, they already got their debit card, and their debit card is connected to a how can I say it, a global bank. Yeah, their debit card is connected to a global bank. I don't think I'm going to eventually. They're actually their debit card. I'm going to try to order it, but I'm not sure if it's available in the U.S. yet. It's only available in select countries right now. But I believe eventually their debit card will be available to like most all countries, maybe over the next like year or so. But we're gonna see how that works out. They got their own wallet, so and I downloaded their wallet and it's usable. So yeah, this is definitely legit, man. This is definitely legit. Got their own debit card, their wallet. They're using the Hyperledger technology, with their DeFi system. So yeah, man, and they're also capable of doing cross-border payments or global remittance. So eventually, I believe that the way this is going to be an ISO compliant project. The way things are sound. If you go to their website, read all the information, the Sora.org, it explains everything, the roadmap, everything they're going to be doing. But anyways, guys, Sora, let's go. Um, this pretty much, this is the future. We are definitely living in the future right now with blockchain technology, the whole cryptocurrency market. We're going to see something like never before. And yeah, I'm just glad to be a part of this. I'm definitely really glad to be a part of this. We're going to be part of history. One day, we'll tell our kids this, and we're going to think back like, wow, we was part of something great, and this is an opportunity of a lifetime. You know, hey, you don't even have to be in X or Sora. You could be in other projects. This whole cryptocurrency market is gonna explode, especially if we get that rate cut tomorrow. We definitely gonna see something like no other. We're already in the. I'm looking at the 1 hour. The crypto market right now is in the green. Right now, we are already in the green. I think the market is already reacting off to what's gonna happen tomorrow. So we just gotta stay locked and loaded. Um, if you've been buying the dips over the last like 6 months to a year, I know there's been times where you're like, what the heck? I'm keep buying this and the market keep tanking. But I said it before a while back. Only the strong was going to be able to survive all those flash crashes we had over the last year, couple of years. All those flash crashes we had. Only the strong was going to be able to survive. But now we're here. All the people who tried to come with all the FUD say it's over. Crypto is going nowhere. Bitcoin is going to zero, and all this. Are you stupid for buying all this? Hey, you guys are gonna see. You guys are gonna be the ones that's gonna FOMO in when when this market explodes. You guys are gonna be the ones trying to come back, at the last minute, piggybacking, and but that's how it goes in crypto. That's definitely how it goes. Some people don't like buying it until they see the green, but where were you guys when the market was down in the red, deep in the red? Where were you guys? But anyways, everybody who's been buying, loading up on the dips over the last year, we're we're the ones who's going to see the real gains. You know what I mean? But anyways, um, there we go. There's XR. Um, that's just one coin out of about almost 20,000. We're looking good today. We're up over 40-something% today. Let's go, Soronauts. Yeah. Alrighty, but anyways, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button for post notifications. And also, if you're new to the channel, you want to be able to see more content that I got. I've been covering these low cap gems for like 5 years now. We got our 24/7 chat group over there on Patreon. Uh, get exclusive content, only 15 bucks, man, 15, $15. You get all that, and you can DM me as well. If you got some questions for me, you can also DM me over there on Patreon. Definitely come on over and sign up. Be part of a community, be part of history. All right, the link will be at the bottom left for my private Patreon group if you'd like to sign up. If not, oh well, no worries. But yeah, if you do, the link will be at the bottom left for the private Patreon group. But anyways, I'm gonna go live tomorrow morning. Get ready for this FOMC big day tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna go live. Um, but anyway, stay tuned. Let's go Sora, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.